On Wednesday, 5 federal agencies, the NSA, CISA, the FBI, the Department of Energy, and the EPA put out a joint advisory with 2 words that make people panic: active threat. Attackers are using AI to build tools aimed at the industrial controllers running America's water, power, and factories. And it is happening right now, not in some future threat model. But before you picture Skynet flipping off the grid, the real story is more specific and honestly more useful. Quick primer, because this is the whole ballgame. A PLC, a programmable logic controller, is the small rugged computer that actually runs physical equipment. Pumps, valves, motors, assembly lines. When a water plant moves water or a factory runs a line, a PLC is pulling the levers. The advisory is specifically about Siemens S7 controllers, the S7-200 through the S7-1500, which are everywhere in manufacturing, energy, water, chemical, and food production. Own the PLC and you are not stealing data. You are touching the physical world. So where does the AI fit? The advisory says attackers are using AI to write Python exploitation scripts. Specifically, scripts built on the Snap 7 and Python Snap 7 libraries, which speak S7-COM, the protocol Siemens PLCs use. Those scripts can read and write the PLC's memory, its configuration, and its ladder logic, the actual control program. And the tools are disguised as legitimate OT monitoring software, so at a glance they look like something that belongs on the network. AI is the thing accelerating how fast an attacker can write that code. And here is the part the scary headlines skip, the part that actually matters. AI is not autonomously hacking the grid. According to the UK AI Safety Institute, models have so far failed to compromise operational technology on their own. And they didn't fail at the PLC itself. They got stuck on the ordinary IT systems sitting in front of it, the corporate network you have to cross first. So the accurate picture is not a rogue AI at the controls. It is a human attacker using AI as a very fast exploit-writing assistant, then pointing the result at an exposed device themselves. So how do they find what to point it at? The boring, uncomfortable answer: these controllers are sitting on the open internet. Attackers use scanning services like Sensis and ZoomEye, the search engines for exposed devices, to find Siemens PLCs that are reachable, and then they go after the ones with critical vulnerabilities, outdated software, or weak authentication. No AI needed for that step. The exposure was already there. AI just lowers the effort to weaponize it once a target is found. What are they doing once they get in? Mostly watching. The agencies say the activity looks focused on persistent reconnaissance, quietly mapping these systems, potentially setting up for disruption later. And disruption in this world is not a leaked database. It is stealing sensitive process data, damaging equipment, causing extended downtime, or in the worst case, a safety incident. The read and write access to memory and ladder logic is what makes that possible. Right now it reads as prepositioning, getting a foothold and staying quiet. And this advisory did not come out of nowhere. It follows a real run of attacks on exposed controllers. In July, hackers hit more than 30 Minnesota water utilities, causing equipment malfunctions and forcing some plants to switch to manual operation. Back in April, agencies warned that Iran-linked hackers were targeting exposed Rockwell controllers across multiple sectors. The advisory even says the quiet part: this targeting is broader than just Siemens. Every PLC owner should assume they're in scope. The AI angle is new. The exposed PLC problem is not. The good news is the defense is old-fashioned and it works. The agency's guidance: inventory your Siemens S7 controllers, install the latest updates, and above all, block internet access to them. A PLC should not be reachable from the open internet. Full stop. Strengthen access controls and monitor for unusual activity on that S7-COM protocol. Notice none of that is about fancy AI defense. The single highest impact move is the most boring one. Take the controller off the internet. AI raised the ceiling on the attacker. It did nothing to the fundamentals of the defense. So here's the honest takeaway. This is not the story of an AI that hacked the power grid. It's the story of AI lowering the skill and time it takes a human to write an industrial exploit aimed at controllers that were carelessly left online. That's less cinematic and far more actionable, because the fix is entirely in our hands. Stop exposing these devices. The AI is a force multiplier on a problem we already had. If you want the full written breakdown, every claim and source, it's on the Prompt Injection blog, linked below. This channel does one clear breakdown of a real AI agent attack every single day, so subscribe and turn on notifications. It's free, and it's the one button that tells me to keep making these. Then go watch the AI token jacking one next, because it's the same lesson. The AI didn't invent the hole, it just industrialized walking through it. If this was useful, subscribe. New AI agent and security breakdowns every day.